Hi, Zig here. For our final project for week 12, we were given the task to create a full CRUD application of our choice using API or JSON server. We had to use jQuery Ajax to interact with the API that we had to create. Um, what or that we were using. And as you can see on the right side, we had to make sure that on the page we had a form, kind of like an intake form. And we also had to build a way for users to update or delete entities, include a way to get entities from the API as well, and use Bootstrap and CSS to style the project. And I'll walk through the code very quickly since I don't have much time. So this is the HTML page and how it's set up, creating the intake form and making sure that, Bootstrap was linked as well as jQuery, to make sure that all the different elements actually worked. And I also made sure that I linked the actual page as well. And then moving on to the actual JavaScript file. As you can see, it is the longer file. So there's a lot going on here as far as, making sure that, the create, read, update, and delete aspects of, what a CRUD application is, making sure that all those elements were being shown. So what I decided to do was, creating some type of intake form that you could interact with, where you could actually just write down your favorite artist, what the favorite their what your favorite album would be, as you can see here, and then adding that, and then building a table, and then at the end deleting and adding and all that, and then as well as kind of building onto the API, um, the different things that you add. Anyway, so delving into the code a little bit deeper, you will see different comments. Starting with the first class that I built, which was artist. Um, artists contain only one parameter, but as I created that, I had to make sure that artist was going into one album with everything. Everything that keeps on being added could be put into an array. And then I had to make sure that there was a push method added as well. So anything that gets added gets pushed in there as it's being built. And what you're seeing here is the API that was created using Mock API. And as I go through, down here, we have the DOM manager, as far as like, how we manipulate data into the DOM, all the different statics. So statics, are kind of like methods that we use for the classes themselves. And somewhere in here, I wrote that. I can't find it. But anyway, that's something that we learned. So overall, that was the project. And I do want to add a little bit more styling and then keep messing with it, kind of adding kind of a drop down menu, which was not required for the project, but I do want to do that to make sure I have something that looks more like an application than just an intake form. And of course, git ignore was added to make sure that node modules didn't get transferred onto GitHub. That was it.